Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Cameron with Exodus Trail Cameras. Chris here asked me to come in and do a little saddle hunting basics video with you guys, teach you how to get started. The transition from saddle hunting to tree stand hunting can seem kind of daunting, but once you know what you need, it's really pretty simple. I made the transition 3 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. I either hunt from the ground or out of a tree saddle. I don't hunt out of a tree stand anymore, so let's get started on talking about what you're going to need. First of all, the most important thing is obviously your saddle. This here is a Cruzr XC. It's a pleated style saddle, and what that means is it's extendable. Open that up, the pleat extends. There are non-pleated saddles, and there's also dual panel saddles where this middle pleat wouldn't be here, and this part and the bottom would actually be separated. Gives you a little bit more customization with how you want the saddle to fit. For beginners, I will recommend going with a pleated or two-panel saddle. They're just a lot more comfortable. You have a lot more material to cup where it matters, and it just makes your experience a lot more comfortable. I actually started in a single panel saddle. I thought it was comfortable until I put one of these on, so I recommend going with a pleated or dual panel saddle. The parts of the saddle, you have some terminology here that can seem pretty confusing. I remember when I got started, people were talking about tethers and linesman's belts and bridges, and I was just wondering, like, what are you talking about here? I just want to put this thing on and climb the tree. So this here is your bridge. This part right here is what connects you from your tether that goes around the tree to the actual saddle, and this is what kind of holds you in place. You have leg straps here on both sides, and then you have your waist belt, and this is just kind of holds your saddle in place. On the sides here, you can see I have these little pouches. These hold my ropes that I need, and then on this side I just have my bow rope, what I use in a adjustable retractable gear hoist. So again, bridge, leg straps, waist belt. The two most important ropes you're going to need is your tether and your lineman's belt. Your lineman's belt is going to stay attached to your saddle at all times, wrapped around the tree, attached to you, and this helps you stay attached to the tree the entire time you're climbing. And that's one of the biggest benefits to hunting out of a saddle is safety. It's actually safer than hunting out of a tree stand because you're attached to the tree at all times. You have fall protection at all times. So again, you have your lineman's rope and your tether. On the tether, you're going to have some type of retractable system. This is a Kong duck ascender. A lot of guys will use just a Prusik knot. That works just as well. The advantage to having some type of mechanical ascender is one-hand operation, which you'll see when I get on a tree can be a real lifesaver. Outside of the physical saddle, you're going to need something to stand on and something to get you up the tree. Now, for a beginner saddle hunter, you may be coming from a mobile hunting system already, or maybe you're just hunting out of tree stands most of the time, but you're going to need some way to climb the tree. Here I have just a set of the Hunting Beast Gear climbing sticks. These are the 20-inch model. They weigh like 6 pounds for 4 of them, so they're extremely light, extremely portable. The pack that I wear, I strap them on my back like this, and I walk in, so I'm hands-free as I'm walking in. So you'll need some type of climbing method. Lightweight climbing sticks seem to be a really good option. I mean, you can use tree spikes or SRT, DRT. There's all kinds of different climbing methods, but I would say for a beginner, get yourself some lightweight climbing sticks and you'll be good to go in that aspect. The next thing that you're going to need is something to stand on when you get in the tree. There's a couple different routes you can go. This here is a platform style saddle platform. They have platforms that can go on top of your sticks. You can use screw-in steps or some kind of step that goes around a rope. For me, the platform is so much more comfortable, so much more versatile, and if you're beginning a saddle hunter, I would recommend getting a platform. Very, very strongly recommend hunting out of a platform. This here is the Trophy Line EDP. It weighs like 3 pounds, and it has just enough room for you to sit comfortably. So the first step is always staying connected to the tree at all times. So you take your lineman's rope, wrap it around the tree, clip it onto your saddle. Now you can see I'm attached to the tree. If I were to fall back, this is going to catch me. Take a step up here. If you were going, we're only going one stick high for demonstration purposes. So as you can see here, I'm hands free. This is holding me here. If I want to go ahead and put another climbing stick up, I just strap that on, pull my climbing lineman's rope up, and go to the next step. But for now, we're just going to take a step over into the saddle platform. All right, so now that I'm in my platform, I'm attached to the tree. The next step is to set up your tether. This here is sterling Oplux rope. It's really small, it's really lightweight. Bunches up really small, fit it in your pocket if you don't have dump pouches. The way this works is you have your carabiner. On one end, you're gonna have a hole. You wrap it around the tree, carabiner through the hole, tighten it up, and that's how you are attached to the tree. So I'll get this set up real quick. This is where the one-hand operation makes your life really easy. From this point on, you do not have to have your lineman's rope attached. Your tether and your bridge are going to secure you to the tree. Lean up, detach your lineman's rope. Go ahead and stow this away in your dump pouch. Here we are. Now I am 100% attached to the tree from my tether to my bridge, and I am now in hunting position. As far as comfort, your tether height and your bridge length are going to be two of the main factors that you are going to consider. Everyone's different. The higher your tether, the more hip pinch you'll get, and the longer your bridge, the further away you're going to stand from the tree. So why does that matter? The benefit to hunting out of a tree saddle is keeping the tree between you and where you think the deer is going to come. The tree is your cover. So now you can hunt in scenarios where maybe you don't have any foliage, or your tree that you're hunting, like it doesn't have any branches and you don't have any cover. You can get skinny, get small, use the tree as your cover. As the deer comes in, you can slowly maneuver away, make your shot, and you're good. So the closer you can get to the tree, I like to stand just like this, really close to the tree. I don't like to be hanging way out like a branch, because as soon as I move, I'm caught. If I'm close to the tree, I'll sit like this, or I'll even hug the tree. I'll sit just like this. I could shoot from this position if I needed to, but in one move, I'm up and I'm good. That's all the movement I need. So take tether height and bridge length into consideration. If you're feeling uncomfortable, lower your bridge, or lower your tether, shorten your bridge, lengthen your bridge, higher up tether. I recommend starting around chin height and just play with your bridge length to get comfortable for you. It's going to matter on your waist size and everything like that. Everyone's concern with saddle hunting is being able to shoot. They think that the weak side shot is impossible. Now, I had the same concerns. I was nervous. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull it off. But if you saddle hunt correctly, there really is no weak side shot. Now, this tree setup is kind of challenging. I would have a weak side shot here, meaning if you're a right-handed shooter, the left side is your weak side. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do that. If this tree trunk right here wasn't here, to get that weak side shot, you shoot this way. Like picture this not being here. You stand on the side of your platform, keeping the movement of the deer between you and the tree between you and the deer, and you can execute the shot this way. Or the benefit to having a platform is being able to pivot. You can see how the bridge and the carabiner pivot back and forth. I can do a maneuver like this and shoot this weak side. Now, it's a lot of movement, but if you keep the tree between you and the deer and do that movement quick enough, you can get away with it. The strong, or the backside shot's just as easy too. You put your foot on top of your platform and you can shoot behind you. You can shoot this way, in front of you. It's really simple to maneuver around the tree. If the tree's a little bit bigger, it's obviously harder to get around, but a basketball sized tree is really kind of perfect. Like you can see right now, there's not a shot here that I can't make. I'm here, here, all the way around to here. There's not a shot that I can't pull off. Now, the hunt's over. How do you get down? First step every time, lineman's rope. Tighten that up. Now all the pressure is off of my bridge and my tether. I can go ahead and lean up, lower my carabiner off my bridge, disconnect that. Tether goes in your pouch. Again, staying connected at all times. Simply step over to your climbing sticks. Loosen your lineman's rope. Once you're at the bottom, you can go ahead and disconnect. So that's basically it. That's how to use a tree saddle for hunting. Again, saddle, sticks, platform. That's really all you're going to need. What I use to get my bow from the ground to hunting height is this retractable gear hoist. I keep it in another pouch. It has a rope that comes out of the bottom. I strap this on my bow, and as I climb, this extends, pull it right up with me, stays in my pouch. This is all I take when I'm hunting. I'll have a backpack on or something, I'll have this on my back, and I'll have those strapped to my pack, and that's it. So if you're looking to get yourself a saddle, again, this is the Cruzr XC Beast Gear Climbing Sticks Trophy Line EDP platform.